Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yesterday we spoke one aspect of looking within. Normally we look outside, and whenever we look outside, the world enters inside and destroys the peace. This is the foundation of telemarketing. When you don't know about something, you are happy. But we sit before the television and there they show. This is a potato cutting machine. It can cut exactly the same size of pieces. Within 2 minutes, you can cut 10 kilos of potatoes. If you order now, 100 rands. If you order later, 1000 rands. And the machine comes in the house. After the machine comes in the house, how many people are in the house? 2. Now this 10 kilos of potato, you will cut for whom? Whenever we see anything outside, it enters our bosom. Therefore, look at the world, beautiful. Nothing wrong in that. But it is good only to appreciate, not to possess. See? Now why this happens? Because we are looking outside, not inside. How much garbage we have created and collected inside, there is no end to that. Garbage in terms of possessions, garbage in terms of friends, enemies, relations, and thus our inner beauty is covered by the entry of the external world. And we get tired of this. Then what do? We go to satsang. And when we go to satsang, one lady asked me this question, Swamiji, why I like to go to satsang, I don't know, but I definitely go. What is the reason that I like to go to satsang? My husband asked me, and I said, I don't know, but I like to go. So he told me, ask your Swami, why you like to go to satsang? Then he is your real Swami. Otherwise he is Anubhavananda. So I told him, I said, look here, it is a question of your prestige. So I must give you some answer. Yes, tell me. I said, what your husband calls you? Honey? No way. Then what he calls you? BB. Yesterday I told you the meaning of honey and BB. Americans call their wife as honey. Indians call their wife as BB because it stings twice. So, he always condemns you. You are dumb, you are stupid. And therefore you go to temple and satsang. Yes, how do you know that? I said, that's not your business, it's my business. He said, professional secret. Then tell me the reply. I said, look here, when you come to satsang, in satsang only you are told that you are Satchidananda, Parabrahma, Paramatma. Everywhere you are condemned. And when you come to satsang, you feel good. At least there is one place who tells that I am Brahmanandam, Paramasukadam. And therefore, you like to go to satsang? Yes, Swamiji, I got it now. Now where from that Ananda comes? See friends, we know only bakery made Ananda. We know only the packed food Ananda. We don't know homemade Ananda. Homemade happiness. Don't have to rush here and there. See? And this we can discover if we start looking inside. Look within, not outside. And how do we look within? It's not by changing your posture and doing like this. Like many people, when they sit for meditation, they are told, look at the center of your eyebrows, Bhrumadhya, Agya Chakra. No, it is somebody else's Agya Chakra you can look. But when it is your own Agya Chakra, how can you look? You start doing. Or else you are told, look in your Anahata Chakra. Then you start looking. And nothing except the beard. See, that is not looking within. Looking within is analyzing your own experience and learning from that experience. That is looking within. See? Now take an example. Suppose you want, let us say, a cup of tea early in the morning. And at the right time, the mind starts the bell. Tea, 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 tea. There is agitation. See, in Pretoria, I was staying in the house of one of my friends, and he has 2 dogs. And they were just next to my room. So they told me, Swamiji, we have no choice. Because in this place we have to have big dogs. And these dogs, exactly in the morning at 5:30, along with the mullah, they start. Whoa. So I said, did you teach them? I said, no. They started themselves. So that particular time comes, they don't have watch. Yet they start exactly the same way. When we have developed some habit of taking tea, coffee or anything, that time the mind starts getting agitations. I want tea, I want tea, I want tea, I want tea, 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 tea. And these agitations make us miserable. Now who wants misery? Nobody. So what we do, we take a cup of tea. And when we take a cup of tea, we definitely experience happiness. Aha, maja aa gaya. Now our conclusion is, I was miserable when I did not have a cup of tea. I got a cup of tea and I am happy. Therefore, happiness has come from tea. Is it not? This is our analysis. But if you look within, then you will interpret your own experience in a different way. That when you did not have a cup of tea, your mind was agitated. When you got a cup of tea, the agitations of the mind quietened, and therefore, temporarily, there was a kick of happiness. But if it was a real happiness, it will not be disturbed. But then what happens? Cup of tea. Pakode hai kya? Next desire. See? And unless you get pakodas, cup of tea in the hand which gave you happiness, yet agitations in the mind on account of pakoda starts miseries. Pakodas come, you eat, aha, I got happiness from pakoda. Next, chutney. Again agitations. Then you get chutney. See? I got happiness from chutney. Mirchi ke pakode nahi hai. Fourth. There is no end, friends. And if we are sincere in analyzing our own experiences, we will come to this conclusion: happiness does not come from outside. See? If it is coming from outside, you are a slave. This is how the addiction takes place. How people are addicted to cigarette, drinks, coffee, tea is only account of this thing. Because every time they take a puff, they are very happy. Slowly, because they have not analyzed their experiences, they become victim to the happiness what they are imagining that it is coming from outside. And this is how the samsara begins. See, friends. So to look within means what? Look within means keep the process of learning from every experience of your life. Every experience of our life is our guru. Every experience can teach us. Therefore, don't go for guru shopping. See? One day, one lady came. She said, Swamiji, I want to change guru. I said, is it changing banyan? I want to change guru. So why? Then she told her story. When we were small, somewhere in India, in village, there was one Mahatmaji. He came and the whole village was given Diksha by the Guru. And what of the Diksha? Some mantra was told in the ear of every person. She said, I was that time 8-9 years girl. That Mahatma was weird. All jata, without clothes, only some towel or something kept here. Very old, 500-600 years old. And always staying on the platform, never on the ground. He never touched the ground, either in the water or in the air. And he gave Diksha to everybody. So when my number came, I was excited. I don't know, when he will pull me, I am watching, and he would talk something to my ears, and his beard and mustache is and he did something, I don't know what he did. And I was supposed to be his disciple. Now I am 40 years of age. It makes no difference to me. But when I am learning from you, Gita, etc., now I felt I should ask you, please take me as your disciple. See, friends. I said, Mama, remember one thing. Guru is not a person residing outside. Guru is an experience that you can analyze and learn from. When we go to Guru, what we do? We learn, is it not? So whenever you learn, remember, the Guru is born in your heart. And that Guru will guide you throughout your life. The external persons, every person is our Guru if we learn from them. See, friends, then we start looking within. If you hold on to a Guru outside, you will become a weakling. See, like many devotees, they keep the God outside and become weakling inside. See, all the time, Krishna, 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 Krishna. He is there. He has not forsaken us. Many places we come across, they do devotion, upasana, and they do not have faith even in God. See, friends, faith in God and fear in heart cannot coexist. Because both the faith and the God, they are located on the same locus. They are not different places. See, friends, therefore to look within is a process by which we start learning from our every experience. And if we do not learn from our experience, then our life is like a sheep flock. See, what is the sheep flock? There was a flock of sheep coming and very narrow place to go further. So, and there was one rod. So one sheep came, jumped above it, went. Second came, jumped about. Third came, jumped about. When I saw that, I said, oh, poor sheep, unnecessarily jumping. So I removed the rod. Rod I removed, but everybody jumped over nothing. See? We don't learn. See, friends. Now what we have to learn? This topic I touched yesterday. The first thing we have to learn is spiritual life is becoming self-oriented and not selfish. When we are selfish, we sell fish and stink in life. And when we are self-oriented, then self is the issue. Then there is a fragrance to our life. See, friends. The first principle to look within is stop blaming the world. First principle. See? If I will blame anybody in this world, then what will be my spiritual practice to improve that person? This is what parents do. Their spirituality is that their children should listen to them. This happened in the US. One Gujarati NRI called me for lunch. I went to their house. And after I reached there, I said, hey, where is your son? Swamiji, he is in his room. Wake up if you can. I could not. So I went to his room. A huge bed. He was sleeping diagonally on Bhujangasana. 12 o'clock, anybody sleeping like that? So I thought he may not be well. I said, hey, he is sleeping, he may not be well. Swamiji, he is okay. I am fed up of it. I knew what is coming. I immediately changed the topic. Because of experience I had learned. And I said, hey, come on, let's take food. What food is prepared? You also joined. No, you take, I will not take. I said, who cares? I come from you and eat. And then he again started his cassette. Swamiji, back home, before I came to USA, when my father used to come to my room, out of respect, I used to get up and run to the other room. Now here, when my son comes in my room, out of fear, I run to other room. Now tell me, what is my life? So I told him, you are born to run. First because of the son, now because of your father. First because of your father, now because of your son. Keep running. Change your name. Instead of Hari Bhai, make it Milkha Singh. Keep running. See, friends. He asked me, but why this happens? Why the children don't listen to me? I said, how many brothers and sisters you are? Swamiji, I am alone. Good. Where is your house? Oh, my house is in Pedder Road in Bombay. Most posh area. Now who is staying there? Nobody, my mom and dad, they are old. So when you came here, didn't they tell you to stay back in India? Oh, they didn't know that there are no opportunities in India. I said, as you did not listen to your parents, this is inherited in your genes. And therefore, don't blame the children. See, friends, spiritual life is looking within. Once you get this point, you will stop blaming, improving, changing the world. Because what is changing the world? Imposition of our views on others. Suppose I am a non-smoker. why suppose I am. So, if somebody is there who is smoking constantly, and somebody, Swami, please talk to him, tell him something. So what I will tell him? Stop smoking. Because I don't smoke. So our social service is nothing but imposition of our views. If I am a vegetarian, grazing like a cow, and if other person is eating non-vegetarian, my social service will be remove the non-vegetarians. Be vegetarian. Compete with the cows. Okay? This is how we stop looking within. Enough of this world. So, keeping this in view, the teacher tells us, don't blame anybody for your miseries in life. And how can we accept it blindly? So we are told, in the last life you have tortured your wife, therefore in this life again she is your wife and she will take revenge. Now what should be done, Swamiji? Now behave properly with her, so that in the next life she may not torture. See? But she is not going to leave you because she has done Karwa Chauth. So 7 lives you are tied down, the bond is signed. See, therefore, stop blaming others, be responsible for everything in your life. This is looking within. Now when this is said, that we existed before this body was born and we continue to exist after this body dies and we are existing in this body, therefore we are someone other than the body. This principle is called as Jiva or the soul. So we are told, we are the soul. Is water? Let everybody know this is water. So, we are told we are soul. And we, like dumb, accept it. Find out, what do we mean by the word soul? See, anything unknown is indicated by X. Like they give examination or examples, mathematical examples. There is a water tank and there are 2 holes. One is inlet, one is outlet. If you close the outlet and the water comes through the inlet fully open, the tank fills in 65 minutes. When you close the inlet and open the outlet, the tank empties in 45 minutes. If both the inlet and outlet are simultaneously open, at what time will the tank get filled in? This is the question. So one child asked me this question, Swamiji, I don't know how to solve. Mommy says you know everything. So I told him, I said, you go and tell your teacher, don't waste money. Water is precious. So first of all, fill in the tank and then use properly. This is the wrong question. Okay? And he was so happy. See, how do we do this thing? Suppose it takes X minutes, is it not? So you imagine the unknown by X. Suppose it takes X minutes. And only that answer you supply to your question. Suppose it takes X minutes. This is the answer. Will you get any marks? You have to establish the value of X, is it not? In the same manner, we are soul. Like 1 soul per shoe, similarly 1 soul per head. And this is what we are shown also in cinema, etc. When somebody dies, like flame, like a Bunsen burner, it comes out. And it is in search of another house and enters. See, friends, recognize what is the truth. This is not the truth. The truth is the absolute conscious reality expresses in different ways depending upon the gadget through which it is expressing. Because of that, the original source does not become many or differentiated. Take an example. This electrical energy, we are all aware of it. When the gadget is a bulb, what will come out? Light. When the gadget is a fan, what will come out? The magnetic field and the movement of the fan blades. If the gadget is a heater, what will come out? The heat. So the differences in the expression of the same electrical energy are on account of the gadget. Because of the differences in the gadget, there is no light electricity, fan electricity and heat electricity, is it not? In the same manner, one absolute conscious reality, when expresses through the stones, it is only existence. When the same reality expresses through the plant kingdom, there is existence plus life. The same absolute reality, when expresses through the animal body, it is existence, life and knowledge. Animals know where to go, how to go. They are very clear about it. And when it comes to human beings, so the same reality expresses as existence, we all experience, life, we are alive, knowledge, we know, plus bliss, happiness. So what is looking within? Looking within is that you discover, if you are a human being, that through you, bliss must express, not blisters. This is looking within. Whenever, you must have seen this, when you buy a new pair of shoes and put on, within a day or two, you get blisters, is it not? Why you get blisters? Because your toe and the wall of the shoe, they rub against each other, and there is a blister not on the shoe, on your foot. But when you are all by yourself, there is nobody, as in deep sleep, there is no second. That time, our experience is the experience of bliss. That time we don't have shoes, we don't have new clothes, we don't have money, we don't have husband, we don't have wife, we don't have property, we don't have health, we don't have disease. In fact, we are nobody. Is it not our experience? Don't trust me. Longer the beard, more the suspicion. Don't trust me. Analyze your own experience. The bliss that we experience in deep sleep, where from it comes? That is homemade happiness. Don't go outside. See, friends, whenever you are not at ease, there are three stages. One is ease, second is at ease, and third is dis-ease. So we are in fact ease. E-A-S-E. But the question is, are we at ease with ourselves? See, when we are not at ease with ourselves, then that condition is called as dis-ease. And when it is dis-eased, you are not at home, and therefore you don't like anybody at peace. See? Like the old people in every house. The children can sleep comfortably up to 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and they enjoy their sleep. But old people don't like it. These children keep on sleeping so late, they should wake up early in the morning. I don't know why they don't know. They are very angry, agitated. For the oldies, there is no problem to wake up early in the morning because they don't sleep the whole night. Youngsters work hard day and night and sleep like a wooden log. See? So a person who does not get sleep, and next to him, if somebody is snoring away, you see the reaction. Hey, don't snore. I am not getting sleep and you are snoring. See? Therefore, a person, all of us are essentially ease. That absolute ease is happiness, bliss. That is, looking within is discovering our essential blissful nature. And if we have discovered that, then we are at ease with ourselves. Name dveshosti na priya. You know what is being at ease with ourselves? Take this point to make it very clear. Eyes are at ease with every color and form as long as eyes can see them properly. But when the eyes are not at ease, then the eyes have to struggle to see. Then it is a disease. Then what we go? We go to the eye doctor. And the eye doctor plants the glasses on our head, and then we start seeing. Then we become at ease. Now from this example, suppose something happens to the colors and forms, will anything ever happen to the eyes? See, like this is a blue color, this blue color is removed and green color is put. Will it make any difference to the eyes? No. Similarly, whether the eyes are able to see properly or not, will it make any difference to the mind? Mind alone is expressing through the eyes as vision. So when the eyes are non-functional, nothing happens to the mind. Mind is the same. Go one step further. When the mind is enfolded, as in deep sleep, nothing happens to us. We continue to exist. We don't die. Whether the mind is expressing or not, we continue to exist and be very attentive. In that experience of mindless existence, what is our experience? All bliss. And therefore, when we get out of deep sleep, the sleep is out, but we want to linger on the bed for 5-10 minutes. Is it not? Why we want to linger? It is a Gujarati technique. Do you know Gujarati technique? I have got many Gujaratis all around me throughout the world, so I know them in and out. One day in Baroda, I went to somebody's house for food. And summer days, therefore, amras and puri, or that funny kind of chapati. Gujarati chapati is papad thick, and Gujarati puris are button of the shirt. See? So they say, Swamiji, amras for you. I said, I don't eat amras. Why? I said, am means average. It is for the average people. I am khas. I don't eat amras. You know how they prepare amras? They will squeeze that, seed. It is such a dirty thing to look at. And then with that, they will do like this. And that seed, they will not throw it. They will wash it in a pot with water. And after that is washed, then they will give to that jeera ka tadka. And that becomes bhajita. Hare Ram Ram. What a disgusting dish. So our happiness does not have a seed. It doesn't have a seed. The happiness outside has a seed. I am happy because of good cigarette. I am happy because of good meals. So seed is required. If the seed is taken away, I become miserable. The homemade happiness is that which doesn't depend on anything in the world. So this we have to discover. It is for this purpose our scriptures tell us that first practice how I cannot be the body, and also what is the meaning of this statement. So first, how I cannot be the body, one sentence reply. Because the body is not created by me and the body doesn't listen to me, therefore I cannot be the body. Nobody can object this question, this answer. Nobody can say, no, I am self-made. I am made my own body. Our body is produced by the parents. The first right on our body is that of our parents, nobody else. It is their property. And the body never listens to us. How can I be the body? Okay, Baba, I agreed. But how do I practice? This is a good question. How do we practice? Then we start contemplating. This contemplation is a process of looking within. What is the contemplation? Contemplation is, whenever I am miserable, have we ever tried to find out who is miserable? We simply say, I am miserable. But who is this I? See, we are a poultry farm inside. We are not one. See, I am man, I means body. I am old, I means age of the body. I am unhealthy, I means the health status of the body. I am hungry, I means the pranamaya kosha. I am unhappy, I means the mind. I am successful, I means the ego. I am to Baba happy-go-lucky, Anandamaya kosha. Not only that, I am husband, I am wife, I am brother, I am sister, I am mother-in-law, I am daughter-in-law, I am sister-in-law, I am a law graduate. See? How many I is inside? And Baba, you are one or a crowd. Find out who are you. Then you will come to know. Behind the misery, there is always somebody. Like, the common example I give, man is never miserable, husband is never happy. Now between these two, man and husband, which is the reality? Husband or the man? By birth, we are man. By mistake, we are husband. And this mistaken identity is miserable. See, this is what the Western people do. When they become miserable because of their wife, they divorce. So when they divorce, they continue to exist. And they introduce also, Swamiji, this is my ex-wife. And this is my proposed wife. They stay together. But now that illusion that I am somebody's husband or somebody's wife is recognized as illusion. The man and the woman, they don't die. They continue to exist. But who was miserable? This fictitious, non-existing, superimposed, imaginary entity called as husband was miserable. Once you recognize this principle, that whenever you are miserable, go within. Who is miserable? Husband is miserable. Are you 24/7 husband? No. Then whenever you are in front of your wife, behave like a submitted personality. And don't stay long, that's it. Find out some way or the other, go away, you will be happy. See, this is how most of the social workers, men, they want to avoid going home, therefore they do social service. Because when they go home, they are served notice. I told you to get vegetable. Did you get it? Yes, I got it. I know you must not have got the chilies. Oh God, how do you know that? Therefore, looking within means play the role you have to play perfectly well. If you are in front of your subordinates, roar like a lion. And when you are in front of your wife, be like a cat. Meow. You will be the most successful person in life. Therefore, once we recognize that there is some embodied, what is called as jiva. Now, who is this jiva? Have we inquired? Without this inquiry, when we start living, we become victim of our own ignorance. See, like one man came and told me, Swamiji, I don't want to go to hell, please help me. I said, okay, don't go, it's optional. No need to go. No, you don't know how much sin I have done in my life. Even then, you will not go to hell, my friend. But how come after doing so much of sin? Because you are already in the hell. A person who is not at peace with himself is living in hell. Hell is not a place. Hell is the experience. See, when we don't know this thing, we are frightened. If you do this thing, you will go to hell. And then, oh God, what? And then there are 28 different types of hells. Big menu. You can select. See, heaven is only one type. There are not many heavens. Heaven is only one type. Like sounds are many, silence is one. Forms are many, formless is one. Similarly, beings are many, life is one. Whether it is a hunger of a rich man, after eating the select food he feels satisfaction, or a hunger of a crow eating dirt on the roadside, he satiates his hunger. The satiation of hunger is a common factor for the life as it is. See, friends. Therefore, jiva is not. The soul is not. That is why the word technically, jiva na. Na means not. There is nothing like jiva. Then what is jivana? Means life. See, friend. Like one mind comes out of the eyes, becomes vision. So imagine, Vision is the jiva for the eyes. So when the vision goes for whatever reason, will that vision go in search of another eye? Think. The ears are nothing but expression of mind through the ears, hearing ability. When the ear becomes deaf, will that hearing ability depart from the ear and go somewhere else in search of another ear to enter? No. Exactly the same way. When the life departs from the body, it doesn't go and enter another body. But we are so caught up in this. See? And leading a life of fearful existence. Friends, spiritual life is living without fear. Don't lead a fearful life. See? You know, sometimes when I take food, according to the God's will, I give something to eat to somebody. Come, I'll feed you. So to one lady, I called, I said, Mama, come here. And from my plate, I took 2-3 things. A cocktail, chapati, dal, sabji, achar, mirchi, everything, and gave. She felt how much I love, the Swamiji loves me. It is nothing love. I wanted to see whether it's okay or not. And when I gave, then after my food was over, she came crying, Swamiji, I am so sorry. I said, never mind. Do you know what happened? I said, I don't know and I don't want to know. Why should I worry about your miseries? You are sufficiently miserable. Continue. No, you gave me food today. Today is Ekadashi and I ate food. Now I think I will go to hell. I said, definitely. You will not go to Golok, you will go to hell. Then what is to be done? Now at least go to hell with a full stomach. See, friends, it is not for frightening us, but for disciplining us. Instead of disciplining ourselves, we get frightened. So when we observe Ekadashi, we discipline that this day I am not going to eat this thing. And then I will observe Mauna, chant Lord's name. That is the discipline. But instead of that, tomorrow Ekadashi, what are you going to prepare? Sabudana vada, sabudana khichdi, and that pakoda, and then that papad. So that palahar is better than the normal food. Therefore, when I go to many people's homes, they ask me, Swamiji, tomorrow is Ekadashi. The host is asking what food you will take. I ask them, who are they? Gujarati, Marwadi? Then I observe Ekadashi. If they are not Gujarati, Marwadi, I will take normal food. And why this peculiar condition? I said Gujarati, Marwadis know how to eat on Ekadashi. There is such a fantastic menu. Naam Ekadashi, and eat 2 times. See, friends. Therefore, first of all, find out as to if I am someone other than the body, am I the unique one, or I am the one expressing through everything? This inquiry. It is very simple. From all the objects we draw, come to the sense organs. From the sense organs we draw, come to the mind. Put the mind to quietening, the world disappears. But we continue to be. That presence, which can never be denied, is our essential self. Holding on to that, play the game of life. You must have seen, at least in picture, Rajasthan, many a times, water was always the problem. So, the ladies will go to collect water from a common pool. Like every place, in Rajasthan also, Jains are very lazy. Ladies only work hard. Gents work hardly. Therefore, there is a board, men at work. There is never a board, women at work. Because they every time work. What is there to tell? Men work once in a while. Therefore, they have to put a board, men at work. See? So, the young girls will go to collect water from a common source. And there will not be Bisleri bottles. Pot above pot, 3-4 of them filled. And when the young girls are coming home, they are not walking like in meditation. But they will be giggling, laughing, cutting jokes, singing. All that is going on. Yet, the balance is always maintained. In the same manner, Yogarato va bhogarato va Sangarato va sangavihina Yasya brahmani ramate chittam Nandati 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 eva. So look within is remain cheerful and happy 24/7. Nothing in this world can justify that we are miserable. Miseries will come to us. Nobody is spared. You take the lives of all the great masters. What miseries they have gone through, we don't know. What Mahatmas we see in front of us is the finished product. What sculptor we see, a beautiful statue of Bhagavan Krishna. Before it was made, it was just a square block of marble. And then the chisel, the hammer, and filing. So much that we don't know. And we come and see Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru, ask him to come to this position. These people have killed me. In the same manner, everyone in this world has to go through all the difficulties, problems. Those who are looking within, they experience misery, but they don't become miserable. That is looking within. But for us, what happens? Little bit here and there happens, it must become a public news. It must be on the blog. I went to the toilet but could not do, came back. Somebody has opened my blog. Swami, I said, look here, I don't do all that nonsense you do. Then somebody opened a Facebook. I said, I have no face to face the world. So somebody writes on my behalf. And I am not responsible for any reply you get from my Facebook, okay? I am making it clear. Somebody started a Twitter. You know, these things are for those who have nothing to do and they have somehow or the other killed the time. See? This is the only reason, other than there is no reason. Therefore, friends, look within. Difficulties are there, they will come, stay and go. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita for every seeker to look within. Matra sparshaastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama apayana anityaha tanti dikshasva bharata. Hey Arjun, any experience that is gathered through sense organs and the objects of the world through the agency of mind and intellect is of two types, sukhada or dukkhada. Either you will get joy from the worldly interaction or you will get a misery. But both these experiences of joy and miseries, they begin in time, they remain for some time and they end after some time. Therefore, what cannot be cured must be endured. This is the pessimistic cry of English language. Bhagavad Gita says, what cannot be cured should not be endured, should be enjoyed. Take this foundation of your life. Then you have looked within and function outside. Whatever we are doing must be an expression of joy. whatever you do, walk joyfully. See? Like a military man, come. Not like a buffalo looking here and there, Hare Ram. If you have to talk joyfully. You must have seen many people, they don't talk, they bark. What do you want? Why you come here? Where's dinner? Talk cheerfully. If you have to think cheerfully. Happy thinking is creative. See? And unhappy thinking is destructive. See, friends. Therefore, to be in tune with the divine that we are, to look within means see that every expression of our life is not an attempt to get happiness, but to express happiness. Then we are looked within. Normally our whole life is only a struggle to get happiness. And what is the happiness we understood? If I get that object, I will be happy. But we don't learn that fulfilling our desires has not concluded in fulfillment in life. See, friends, unless we discover the fulfillment in life, we will continue to be looking outside. There is a story about a great devotee of Bhagavan, Narayana. Bhagavan was very pleased and he came with his Vaikuntha Airlines helicopter. And he said, Bhagatji, come. I have come to take you. He said, no, I don't want to come alone. I want to take the whole lot with me. So Bhagavan said, why do you bother about the other people? You come. No, I am a real social worker devotee. Okay then, for your sake, I give you full concession. You get anybody, I will not question. Like, you return your things within 30 days, we will not question why you return. So I will take them. So the Bhagatji went to first sannyasi like me. And said, Sannyasi Maharaj, there is an offer, free offer to go to Vaikuntha. Come. No, I can't, I got some disciples and I am teaching and in my ashram I have to get the bathroom fixed, and I can't come, I'll come later. Bhagat thought, my God, this sannyasi has rejected everything for the sake of the truth and still he is caught up in the bathroom repair. He felt frustrated. Then he went to the Vanaprasthi, retired person. Come. What come? Now only my grandson is married. Let him get a grandson, then I can think of coming. Not now. Bhagatji got frustrated. Went to the Grihastha. Come to the Vaikuntha. Free offer. What Vaikuntha? Abhi to shaadi ho gayi, 3 to bacche hue. I have to make a cricket team. And then I can think of coming. Oh God. And the Lord is watching from a distance and enjoying it, the whole world. Then he went to a student. Come on, let's go to heaven. No, I have to submit my thesis. Without submitting the thesis, how can I live in halfway? He also refused. Bhagatji got disgusted. Finally, out of anger, he went to a pig. Mr. Pig, there is an offer to go to Vaikuntha, come. I'll ask my piggy. And he goes to her. Darling, there is an offer to go there. Shall we go? Ask them. Is our food available there? See, finally, this Bhagatji came. Bhagavan says, who wants God? We come to the temple and tell God in clear terms. Oh Lord, other than you, everything I want. Only for that purpose I have come. That is why all our gods have got a smile on their face. Because everybody's offer, request is the same thing. Therefore the Lord stands like this. You know the meaning of this? This left hand means enough. How much are you going to ask? Enough. And this hand is, if you don't listen, I will give you one. Don't beg. Surrender before Him. He knows what is for our evolution. Unless we recognize this principle, desire, fulfillment is not equal to fulfillment in life. See, friends. Therefore, to look within is freedom from desires and expression of happiness in and through every action, every word, every thought that comes out of us. Then only we have looked within. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.